their guns at home. We're asking, as a new survey shows, 4 in 10 gun owners have at least one unlocked firearm in their home. Now, there's no law here requiring gun owners to lock them up, but that's not uncommon. In fact, only 11 states have laws concerning firearm locking devices, and Massachusetts is the only state with a full-on ban of unlocked gun storage. So we want you to cast your vote right now at 12news.com/bullhorn, or comment down below if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. The results just minutes away. Hashtag most clicked. Here are the stories piquing everyone's interest right now. A tweet from the Washington State Department of Transportation is really getting a ton of attention. Look closely here. The agency tweeting this: Sasquatch spotted. I'm not superstitious, just a little stitious. Have you noticed something strange on our Sherman Pass webcam before? If you look closely by the tree on the left, there looks to be something. Might be Sasquatch. We will leave that up to you. Okay, so now that you've seen this video, we want to know, what do you think? Well, somebody hit all 5 numbers in the Fantasy 5 lottery on Monday, winning $560,000. This is one of the most clicked stories here on 12news.com. So far, that person who bought the winning ticket at a Circle K on 40th Street in Union Hills has not come forward. And someone else up in Payson scored a $50,000 prize in the Powerball.
I'm calling Socorro outside the 4th Avenue jail, where the mother, who police say admitted to smothering her 3 children, is still being held. Rachel Henry is facing 3 first-degree murder charges. Now the great aunt of Henry's children is breaking her silence about the tragedy for the first time, saying the children meant everything to her. As she goes back over the moments before the children's deaths, she is emotional, wondering what, if anything, the family could have done to stop it. Pearl says she has nothing to say to Rachel Henry, who is due in court next week.
All right, Colleen, thank you. Now to keeping you safe, some scientists are saying the Earth is moving closer to catastrophe. Today in our nation's capital, the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientists unveiling its symbolic doomsday clock. The hands for the first time within 2 minutes of midnight, indicating the world is ticking toward a man-made apocalypse. Say it isn't so. Scientists are citing the dangers of climate change and nuclear weapons, stressing the time for action is now. The clock creators say the 2-minute warning demands attention and new creative responses. The doomsday clock debuted all the way back in 1947. Now to saving you money, a new study is showing just how much food Americans are tossing out. Woo, I'm guilty. Researchers from Penn State analyzed data from 4,000 households. They found that on average, Americans toss nearly a third of the food they buy. Yikes! Here's my problem. I buy too much food when it's on sale. I can't help it. So you want to know how much all that waste could be costing the average household? We're talking about $1,800 a year. Households with lower incomes, those who travel farther to reach a grocery store, and those who use a shopping list are less likely to waste food. A couple easy ways also not to waste food. Experts say buy what you need and eat what you buy. Always have a plan and list before going grocery shopping. Yeah, guilty. And if you are able to get to the grocery store weekly, buy only enough fresh produce to last that week. And cook with canned and frozen fruits and vegetables. Duly noted. In Pulse on Health, if you are putting on a fake smile to go to work, well, you might want to reconsider that. A new study from the University of Arizona shows faking positivity could actually hurt your mental health and your relationship with your coworkers. Your fake smile may get you out of an awkward situation or two, but experts say over time, people will see right through it and you'll just end up exhausted. But okay, so what's the other alternative? Just being mean? I don't know. Well, when was the last time you took your kid to the pediatrician? Researchers say fewer parents are taking their kids to the doctor because it's just too expensive. The costs of a medical visit have spiked with the rise of copays and deductibles. That's not the only reason parents are skipping out on a trip to the doctor. Many parents prefer to go to urgent care clinics or use telemedicine because it's easier and more convenient. Hong Kong has confirmed its first 2 cases of coronavirus. The outbreak started in the city of Wuhan and has now reached Hong Kong, more than 500 miles to the south. Authorities say their first case is a 39-year-old man from Wuhan. He tested positive in 2 coronavirus exams after arriving in Hong Kong by train. Health officials say they isolated both Hong Kong patients at very early stages. Chinese state media is reporting more than 600 cases in the country and at least 217 deaths. Well, we are inching toward the weekend, and it's going to be a good one. Let's check in now with Crystal for your forecast 411.
Happy Thursday. This weekend would be a great one for a road trip. Maybe the White Mountains are calling your name, where our 12 News weather watcher Frank snapped this pretty pic. If you're planning on packing up the kiddos in the car, heading up I-17 to Flagstaff this weekend, you'll be greeted with a mixture of sun and clouds, a high temperature near that 50-degree mark. Chilly mornings, though, in the 20s, and some breezes kicking in on Sunday. If it's the White Mountains for you, well, then temperatures in the low 50s are the name of our game. Friday through Sunday, breezy again on Sunday with mainly sunny skies. And if you're staying put in the valley, take advantage of these numbers in the low 70s. Friday through Sunday, we'll start things off with a mixture of sun and clouds on Friday, then just continue enjoying that sunshine and brighten up on Sunday. Can't help but smiling looking at this 7-day forecast. We're just kicking into cruise control with all of those 70s. Now on Monday, we're keeping it dry here in the valley, but there is a small chance to touch off some showers in our mountain neighborhoods.
You can't beat that winter forecast. Thanks, Crystal. In other news, people aren't going to Super Bowl parties to watch the game. They're going to eat. I'm with you. According to a new survey, the food is the top reason people head to the get-togethers. Social reasons comes in at number 2, with the actual game at number 3, and commercials all the way down at number 5. I'm surprised it's not higher. Well, it's been so chilly in Florida that we told you how iguanas are just falling out of trees, frozen. And now the manatees are getting cold. When it gets cold in Florida, the so-called sea cows like to gather near a power plant. That's because the water flowing out of the plant is warm and clean. The area has been even designated as a manatee sanctuary. Very nice. Well, following months of devastating brush fires and severe storms, Australia is now facing another threat, an influx of deadly funnel web spiders. The Australian Reptile Park issued a public warning this week that recent hot and wet weather conditions have really created the perfect conditions for the spiders to thrive. A zookeeper from the wildlife park said the spiders are potentially one of the most dangerous spiders in the world in terms of a bite to a human. Ooh. The park is asking for people who come across a spider to try and catch it. Are you kidding me? And bring it into their life-saving anti-venom program.
Hey, Mr. Peanut, no, you don't. Don't do it, Mr. Peanut. No!
Oh, no!
Maybe he'll be all right.
Oh, the one and only Mr. Peanut has died. Planters released a new Super Bowl ad kicking off its famous mascot. He fell off a mountain trying to save others. R.I.P. Peanut quickly took over social media. But you guys, stay tuned because we have a feeling this is not over yet. Well, working a side hustle is the real deal. According to a new study from industrial staffing firm People Ready, more than half of those who already have a couple of gigs plan to take on more this year. Why? Well, it's simple, really. They need more money. They also said they wanted to get their foot in the door somewhere and acquire new skills. Uniforms for Japan's Olympic and Paralympic teams were unveiled today ahead of the 2020 Tokyo Summer Games. The outfits were designed under the concept of Wearing Japan. With the Olympics set to open in just 183 days, the athletes pledged to do their best on home turf. Looks nice. Well, time now for A to Z 60, where we celebrate the people, places, and things that make the Valley so awesome in just 60 seconds. You know the Valley's full of amazing places to grab a bite to eat, but as Crystal discovered, one place in particular is grabbing national attention, and for good reason.
North Scottsdale's JJ Delicatessen made the cut for Food Network's Best Deli in Arizona and one of the best sandwiches in the country. Jacob, show us how to make the Santa Fe grilled chicken sandwich.
Put some butter on this fresh sourdough bread. Nice. It's gonna get nice and crunchy like that. So next what we take is some fresh green chilies. These are the kicker right here. Then we take some Swiss cheese next, throw these on the chilies. Chicken looking good. Take our fresh chipotle mayo. And this stuff we make every day.
We love this sandwich.
Oh, look at that.
12 News A to Z, baby. baby.
And this is the last part where we build the sandwich.
Almost to our favorite part, which is eating it.
Load the avocado right on top there.
And this is one of many amazing sandwiches. How many do you have here?
We have over 40 sandwiches. They're all named after family and friends. I get to work with my grandma all the time, and she's got Bonnie's chicken salad sandwich. My dad, he's got Roger's TBLT. Rudy's Reuben. She was the family cat growing up.
Order up. All right, who ordered one of the best sandwiches in America? And that's your A to Z 60.
Oh, you guys, I've been there. It's so awesome. Okay, let's get back to today's talker. Should Arizona require people to lock up their guns at home? We're asking, as a new survey shows 4 in 10 gun owners have at least one unlocked firearm in their home. Apparently, 42% of you say yes, Arizona should require people to lock up their guns. 58% of you say no. Keep voting on 12news.com/bullhorn, and those of you watching on Facebook and YouTube, feel free to comment down below. Time now for the look ahead, the stories you'll be talking about a little later on today. When it comes to service animals, should there be stricter guidelines? Coming up on First at 4, we are diving into new proposed rules for your furry friends. And that, folks, is your 12 at 12. The facts on everything you need to know in just 12 minutes, no commercials. We're always on, anywhere, anytime on 12news.com, the 12 News app, and our socials as well. We'll see you back here again soon.